Ever since the Pokemon TCG Live beta went global last month, I've received a lot of questions about the game. Like, a lot. I'll be answering the biggest questions in this video, so strap in, wear your warmest socks to keep those feet toasty, and open your ear holes as wide as they can go. First up, how do I download Pokemon TCG Live? If you're on PC or Mac, simply head over to the website on screen right now. Otherwise, iOS and Android users can download it from the App Store. Should I migrate from PTCGO? This is the first decision you have to make in TCG Live. I answered this in depth in a previous video, but the short answer is no, do not migrate yet. However, you should absolutely download and play Live because there's free decks that will disappear on January 19th, including a full Lugia V-Star deck. If you choose not to migrate right away, don't worry, you'll be able to migrate whenever you want in the future. What should I do before migrating from PTCGO? The best thing to do is to have 125 unopened packs in your collection. This way, you'll have 12,400 crystals waiting in your Live account right away. Ironically, this is the best way to earn crystals in Live. And to answer your next question, trade lock packs bought in the shop on PTCGO do count towards the 125, but uncommon chests and Pikachu avatar kits do not. Additionally, try to get 4 copies of as many cards as possible. The transfer process uses the combined total of tradable and trade lock cards, so if you have 2 trade lock copies of a card and 2 tradable copies of that card, all 4 will transfer over. If you want a more focused answer to this question, getting 4 copies of all 50 cards in Celebrations will put you in a great position post-merge. This way, you can open Celebrations packs in Live with your crystals and begin farming credits right away. What happens to my extra cards over 4 copies when migrating? They get Thanos snapped into oblivion. If you have 200 copies of a card, only 4 will make the trip. 196 will be gone forever and you will not receive any credits for the untransferable cards. What doesn't transfer over when I migrate? Pokemon TCG Live doesn't support the Legacy format, so your Heart Gold and Soul Silver cards and packs won't transfer. You also won't get to take your tokens or tournament tickets, your friends list, or your deck list. Wait, what's that about my deck list? Your deck list in PTCGO will not migrate to TCG Live. You have to export the list to an external document, then re-import them into Live. Yes, it's a very tedious process. And Live hates promo cards, so you may have to remove certain cards from your list, then manually re-add them once you're in the game. Will my cosmetics transfer over? Yes, a maximum of 1 of each cosmetic will transfer over to Live. There are some restrictions though. Basically, anything from the Heart Gold and Soul Silver era won't make it, and neither will items with PTCGO branding on them. When is PTCGO shutting down forever? We have no idea. It was supposed to go offline in 2021, but it's still here and doing better than Live. The best guess is that PTCGO will be around through at least March 2023 to finish up the team challenge. All we know for sure is that PTCGO will go completely offline prior to the full launch of Live. When is the full launch of Pokemon TCG Live? Will my beta progress carry over to the full launch? As for the date, we have no idea. Again, it was supposed to be in 2021, but that clearly didn't happen. What I can confirm is that the game will still be in beta next year, which was a given anyways. Additionally, I can confirm that yes, any collection data and any in-game progress made during the beta will be carried over to the full game when it officially launches. How long do I have to migrate my account from PTCGO to TCG Live? There is no current deadline for when PTCGO players will need to sign into TCG Live to migrate their account. If this changes, they will let us know. What happens if I migrate to Live after playing Live with my PTCGO account? Your 2 collections will merge. As the official FAQ adds, please note that items that are already present in a player's Pokemon TCG Live collection when the collection transfer process is initiated will be factored into the transfer limits. For example, a player who already has 3 copies of the regular art Zacian V in their Live collection will have a transfer limit of 1 Zacian V rather than 4. Also, any progress you make in TCG Live during the beta will not impact your PTCGO account. What are the free decks in Live? After completing the skippable tutorial in TCG Live, you're given a bunch of free decks. First is Lugia V-Star through the Battle Pass, which will be available for free until January 18th. Then, you're given the 8 free standard decks that haven't changed since the beta launched in February 2022. These are Zacian Zamazenta, Blissey V, Decidueye Inteleon VMAX, Malamar, Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, and Suicune V. Finally, if you purchase the Premium Battle Pass for 600 crystals, you get a Regidrago V-Star deck for free as well. How do I craft new cards? In order to craft a new card, or to see the cards you currently own, you first have to create a new deck since there's no collection viewer in Live. After choosing to build a new deck, go to Filters. It's that thing with 3 lines and an arrow, even though there's plenty of room to call it Filters. Then click All under Show Cards. Find the card you want and click on it. Then click on Available and choose which art you'd like. After that, hit Exchange, then confirm exchange to spend your credits on that card. How much do new cards cost? You can see the cost of crafting new cards with credits on screen right now. Commons are 40, uncommons 100, rares 400, holo rares 425, radiant cards 600, Pokemon V 750, Pokemon V-Star and VMAX 1025, and cards of higher rarity can go up to 2000 credits each. Why didn't some of my cards migrate? Where are my older cards? Live defaults to standard format when creating a new deck, so any expanded cards won't be shown. In order to see cards released before Sword and Shield, you have to go into Filters again, then click All under Format. Now every card you own will show up. Keep in mind that different arts are shown in the Available tab. That's why you might own 20 copies of something like Ultra Ball, because Live puts all the arts into the total you own. While your black and white and X and Y cards do appear in your collection and can be crafted, Expanded only supports Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield cards right now. Oh, and Computer Search and other A-Specs are still listed as Pokemon 10 months into the beta. Are there cards I can't craft in Live? Yes, Tropical Beach and Champions Festival are the main ones. Basically, any cards distributed through codes at IRL events can't be crafted. So if you don't have Tropical Beach in your PTCGO collection when you migrate, it's impossible to get it in Live. Is there trading in the Pokemon trading card game Live? No. You also won't find in-game chat either. What game modes are in Live? Right now it's just standard ranked, standard casual, and an expanded mode that doesn't allow black and white or X and Y cards. With the global beta now available, all three modes are populated, though Expanded sees far too many standard decks. Basically, if you want to face strong decks, play standard ranked. If you want to face starter decks, play standard casual. And if you want to wait a few minutes to face either an expanded deck or potentially a starter standard deck, play Expanded. I will add that there's been no update in the last 10 months about additional game modes potentially being added. What are the three currencies in Live? Credits, crystals, and coins. Credits are used to craft any new cards you want, crystals are used to buy packs or bundles in the in-game shop, and coins are used to buy cosmetics like avatar items and deck boxes and sleeves. How do I earn credits? First, the Battle Pass gives them out. Tier 0 of the basic Battle Pass nets you 1,250 credits. Later levels in the Battle Pass also give you free credits, though it's nowhere near what you get from Tier 0. Additionally, you get 500 credits each time the monthly ranked ladder resets, assuming you played at least 5 ranked matches in the previous month. You also receive, on average, 100 credits based on your placement in the previous ranked ladder. If you want to spend money, you can buy codes. When you open a card you already own 4 copies of in Live, it will automatically be converted into credits. This is why a set like Celebrations is so great, because it only has 25 cards in the main set plus 25 cards in the Classic Collection. With packs in TCG Live only having 5 cards in them, getting a complete set of something like Fusion Strike is impossible from 400 packs, so the smaller the set, the better it is to open. Which pack should I be opening to farm credits? Celebrations has been, and probably always will be, the best set to open in Live. It has a small set size, all the cards are rare or better, and there's no reverse holos. But with the price either skyrocketing to 50 cents each or just being out of stock everywhere, the next best choice is Pokemon Go. At 12 cents a code, it's really good because it's a smaller set, and it's better than something like Vivid Voltage at 8 cents because Vivid Voltage has more than twice the cards. Determining which is the best set is far too complicated and confusing even for a day one player like me. Basically, open Celebrations if you can, or open Pokemon Go if you can't. Is there a pack opening limit? Yes, there's a 400 pack limit for each set when redeeming codes, and there's other limits for other codes. Basically, once you redeem 400 codes of a certain set, you'll have to use another set to begin earning credits. However, when it comes to spending credits on packs in Live itself, there is no limit. So if you somehow amass 1 billion crystals, you can buy as many packs in the shop as you want of any set like Celebrations. How many credits do I get for a 5th copy of a card? You can see the credits you'll receive for extra cards on screen right now. Commons are worth 10, uncommons 20, rares 100, holo rares 125, Pokemon V 250, Pokemon V-Star and VMAX 375, Ultra Rare 600, and Secret Rares 1000. Can I choose to manually exchange cards for credits? No. For whatever reason, Live doesn't allow you to dust cards you don't want anymore. How many credits can I earn from 400 packs? The Pokemon TCG Live Dusting Simulator gives you an average of what to expect. If you don't own any cards in these sets, Celebrations will earn you 186,000 credits from 400 packs, while Champion's Path, Pokemon Go, and Shining Fates should get you around 100,000 credits, though you should be wary of Shining Fates and its Shiny Evolve. If you own 4 copies of every card in these sets before opening 400 packs, you'll get 260,000 credits from Celebrations, then about 150,000 to 180,000 credits from every other set. Obviously, getting to 4 copies of every card in Pokemon Go is easier than something like Fusion Strike, since Go is about a quarter of the size, so keep that in mind before you buy any codes. How many credits do I need for each new set? It depends on the free decks through the Battle Pass, but I estimate the average competitive player will want to have 30,000 to 40,000 credits to craft all the good new cards from a set. If you're the kind of player who goes for max rarity on all the cards though, expect the price to increase. Do code cards work in both games? Yes, every code card will work in both PTCGO and TCG Live, though the contents for certain codes will be different in Live. For example, a code that might unlock a full Raichu GX deck in PTCGO will only give you a single Raichu GX card in Live. Additionally, as I mentioned before, for packs you get 10 cards in PTCGO, but on TCG Live you only get 5. The good news is that every slot in a pack on TCG Live has the ability to be upgraded to a card of a higher rarity. How do I earn crystals? The most reliable way to earn crystals is through daily quests. You get 60 per day, which means it takes 4 days to afford one pack at 200 crystals. If you think that number sucks, keep in mind it was 40 crystals per day for the first 7 months of the beta. It's still better to wait until you have 1,120 crystals before spending them because you get 6 packs plus 350 credits. Using complex mathematics, it will take you 19 days to be able to afford the 6-pack bundle doing the daily quest every single day. You also earn crystals from the ranked ladder, about 100 per month for the average player. Leveling up your profile can also award crystals and credits, but in my experience they love giving you coins instead, which are mostly useless. Can I buy crystals with real money? No, the Pokemon Company said in the original announcement for Pokemon TCG Live that it wouldn't have microtransactions. Should I buy the Premium Battle Pass? Absolutely. It costs 600 crystals and you'll receive more than 500 crystals by reaching the end of the Battle Pass. Additionally, you get another free deck at Tier 0. For Silver Tempest, it's Regidrago V-Star. And if you buy the Premium Pass after gaining a few levels on the Battle Pass, the rewards you missed are unlocked retroactively. Should I buy the Premium Pass Plus? No, it's a waste of crystals unless you really want to hit level 15 early. What should I spend my crystals on? There's only 3 things you should be looking at. The Celebration 6-pack bundle for 1,120 crystals is amazing for credit farming, but only if you already have 4 of every card in Celebrations. Otherwise, for brand new players, the Shadow Rider Calyrex lead battle deck is a great option at 1,250 crystals since you'll already own most of the cards from the free version of the deck. Additionally, Mew VMAX is primed to be a great deck post-rotation, so buying copies of the Mew VMAX lead battle deck for the same price at 1,250 crystals is great, plus you'll have a competitive deck waiting once you buy 2 of them. What if I'm a brand new player? Is Live free-to-play friendly? Not at all. If you don't want to play a modified version of a free deck like Lugia V-Star, you'll have to grind for about 2 or 3 months using the Battle Pass free credits and spending your credits as wisely as possible to build one new deck from scratch. The amount of in-game rewards is far too low and has been for the past 10 months. Even if they doubled the amount of in-game rewards, it'd still be too low for free-to-players. They need to overhaul the economy, but without a roadmap from the developers, it's hard to know if or when it will happen. Basically, if you plan on playing Live without migrating anything from PTCGO, you should either expect to spend some money on codes or expect to play the free decks for a few months while slowly improving them yourself. What's this thing on the Battle Pass? That's a God Pack. Instead of the usual 5 cards, this pack has 9 cards and the final 3 are guaranteed to be ultra rare or higher. When's the next set? Crown Zenith on January 19th, 2023 is the next set, which will be the final set of the Sword and Shield era. When is Scarlet and Violet base set? We have no idea. It will probably be out in late February 2023 or early March 2023 though. When is Rotation? Rotation is happening in early 2023, likely before Scarlet and Violet base set. What is Rotation? Rotation helps keep the standard format fresh by removing older sets. For this rotation, all of the D block cards will no longer be standard legal and can only be used in expanded. You can see which block a card belongs to by looking in the bottom left. The Sword and Shield era gave us D block in year 1, E block in year 2, and F block in year 3. Basically, almost every card from Sword and Shield base set through Shining Fates will be rotated, save for a few exceptions like Boss's Orders and Professor's Research that have been reprinted and had their legality reset. Where can I watch the best PTCGO player? Follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/trustyourpilot. How can I enter Trust Your Feet or other PTCGO tournaments? Head over to Limitless and check upcoming tournaments. I also post about them on Twitter, Twitch, and Discord. When are Black and White and X and Y cards being added to Expanded? We have no idea. The best guess is it will happen when the full launch of Live happens, but as I mentioned previously, we have no idea when that will be. Is it normal for my phone to get hot and my battery to drain quickly while playing Live? Yes, the game runs horribly on most phones and will destroy your battery. The good news is that you can keep your snacks warm while playing live on your phone. And I think that'll do it. I'm sure there's still a bunch of questions people have about live, so leave them in the comments below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. If you want a more immediate answer, be sure to check me out on Twitch.